Hey guys, Micah here with the iMarketslive video, and I'll be covering the IML bounce back product. This video will be more of a recap of what happened last week, and I have my charts already marked up, just basic markup, so you can see what the IML bounce back strategy and this product can help you do as you're learning how to trade Forex, right? And just to give you an idea, hey guys, Micah here with the iMarketslive video, and I'm covering the IML bounce back product and strategy. And this video is going to be a recap of what took place last week, and I'm going to go over each trade, maybe about 5 or 6, give you the entry points and what it has done, and maybe how you can benefit from this, so you can see for yourself what works, if it works or not, if it win, if it lost, or if you even took a trade. So again, as usual, if you're looking for partner with somebody in iMarketslive, or you're looking to learn how to trade Forex as a beginner, this product is very, very good. The link will be in the description, and if you want to get in contact with me, my info will be in the description as well. But let's get this started, and please, if it's helped you and you think it'll help anyone else, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll always try to answer my comments. So based on last week, the first trade we're going to review is the Euro JPY. As you can see here, it was called on the 27th at 9:30 a.m. So let's go the Euro JPY, and I already have it marked up. So it was called at 9:30. There you go, 9:30 a.m. And it was called on the 60-minute chart, which is the 1-hour chart, and it was for a sell. So 60-minute chart, right? We got it at here. Drop down 2 time frames. So let me explain the criteria again. If you get a alert on a 1-hour or 4-hour chart, you drop down 2 time frames to draw your trend line. You drop down 1 more time frame for your entry. And there's 2 things that have to happen. So again, the first criteria was you got the alert, all right? Drop down 2 time frames, and I drew my trend line. Okay. To enter the trade, we need 2 things to happen, right? So the second and third criteria, you drop down 1 more time frame for your entry. The MACD has to cross over, as well as break up the trend line at the same time. But as you see here, the trade was called after the break, so you would have never gotten into this trade. Let me shut off my volume, sorry about that. So you would never have gotten into this trade. So you should have been safe. Nobody who has the IML bounce back product should have entered this trade. But some people jump the gun a little bit, and that's why they lose, right? And this is why I love this product, right? It's going to keep you safe from bad trades. It'll teach you how to draw a proper trend line, because with this product, a proper trend line is key for this product. And I love it because for beginners, if you can learn how to connect the dots and draw a line, you can kill it and crush it with this product, right? So this trade was scratched. You would never have entered this trade. Let's go on to the next trade, which was the 28th at 3:31 a.m. and it was for a sell on GBP USD, and that was called a 4-hour chart USD. 4-hour chart. Here's where the 4-hour chart. Okay, so from the 4-hour we drop to the 30, and I already have my trend line drawn. Right, so now we drop to the 15-minute for entry, and as you can see here, we wouldn't enter the trade until we get the break, which is right here. We got this break, and the MACD crossover happened here as well, right? So break, MACD crossover, this engulfing would have been your entry. So let's see from here. it went about 114 pips, right? And your stop loss to protect you from bad trades will be the previous, this high right here. So you're risking, let me see, from entry you're risking about, about 59 pips, but you gained about 119. So again, like, proper risk management to your account size is key, and that's one thing you'll learn in Forex, right? But if you're risking, you know, only 2% of your account, one trade should not kill your account, right? But 119 pips from entry. Let's mark that here. 119 profit. And I'm gonna keep this right here. We're gonna come and we're gonna calculate all the trade and how many pips we got. So that's the GBP USD for the sell. Now Euro GBP on the 28th at 4:17 a.m. again on the 4-hour time frame, and we're looking for a buy. So the Euro GBP 4-hour time frame, and we're looking for a buy. And it was called again at 4:17 a.m. So it came out, let's go about 4 o'clock. So this is where the trade was called. So I already had my trend line drawn, right? As you can see, it broke, but now we're waiting for the break. So your entry, right? So because it's a 4-hour, we draw the trend line on the 30-minute, drop to the 15-minute for entry. So it broke the trend line here, it crossed, right? It crossed here. So this is what was a good trade to get into. So here, entry, 24 pip stop loss, and the gain was about 69 pips. So that was the Euro GBP. Let's put 69 pip profit. Okay, next trade, USD CHF for a buy on the 16-minute, and it was the 28th again, 10:41 a.m. USD CHF. The 1-hour chart, 10:41, about 10:45, right? 10:41. Okay, there we go. So it was called on the 1-hour time frame. So now we drop to the 15 to draw the trend line. Then we drop to the 5 for entry. So this should have been right here, your entry, break of the trend line, cross of the MACD. So your stop loss would have been about 27 pips. And if you held on to this trade, 53 pips in profit before the pullback. So let's go 53. And for new people, that are just starting, we want you to go for a 20 to 30 pip profit, right? Until you start learning market structure and getting deep into Forex, we want you to go for at least 20 to 30 pips and close out. If you know what you're doing, you can hold, right? But again, for people who are new to Forex as beginners, you wanna just aim for 20-30 pips. Okay, let's go to the next trade. Euro USD, Euro CHF for a buy. Euro CHF. And the trade was called 12:09 on the 28th. So you can see 28th, about 12:15 right there. And it was called on the 60-minute time frame. So again, there's your 60-minute chart. Drop down to the 15 for entry. Oh, sorry, to draw your trend line. You drop down to your 5-minute for entry. And here was the crossover, and you can see it's repetitive. Every time you get the break of trend line and you get the crossover, that's your entry. So let's see how that did. So it crossed right here. So your stop loss would have been about 8 pips, 9 pips, and 30 pip gain. So let's mark that. 30 pip. Okay, next trade, Euro USD for the sell on the 28th on the 4-hour time frame. Euro USD for the sell, 4-hour time frame, and the alert came out at 12:50. Oh, that's why. So let's go about 1300, which is 1 o'clock. Okay, so we dropped down to the 30 for the trend line, and then we dropped down 15-minute for entry. So as you can see, you would have had a little drawback here, right? Entry, it crossed here, but your stop loss would have been here. And the profit right now, if you would have took about 18 pips, reversed. So let's go 18 pips. 18 pips. Profit. Okay, let's see the next trade. GBP USD for a buy. So as you can see, before it was for a sell, right? On the first, it called it for a buy. So let's GBP USD for a buy on the 1-hour time frame at 9:49. The 1-hour time frame. Let's go to at 9:49 a.m. Okay, that would be the mark right there. Okay, so now we're looking for a buy. So drop down to the 15 to draw our trend line. Okay, now we drop down to the 5-minute for entry, and as you can see, this trade never hit yet. So this is still a valid trade if it meets criteria. So if it comes back up here, breaks, and you get the MACD crossover, you still can enter this trade. Okay, so this is still a valid trade, even though the IML bounce back, it says invalid. It's still a valid trade if it meets criteria. So I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to set an alert crossing up, and I want it at the close. So this is the trade that I'm going to look into next week. So when price breaks this, and it's going to trigger a alert to my TradingView app on my phone. And then, I'll wait for the MACD crossover and enter as usual. If it doesn't, hey, no biggie. There'll be more trades coming out this coming week. Today is the first day. The market opens at about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we should have trades rolling in by Monday. So that's basically the recap of last week. Let's go calculate all the trades again. So my calculator. Okay, so Euro JPY. We didn't. No, we never entered. GBP USD. $119 pips plus Euro GBP, USD CHF, Euro GBP, 69 pips, 69 plus Euro USD CHF, and I really should have wrote this down on paper, plus 53. Euro CHF and Euro USD. CHF, 36 pips. And Euro USD was 18 pips. So we've got last week from the 27th to the 28th, 295 pip profit. Right? There was one trade that we didn't get into because it didn't meet criteria. We got our GBP USD trade that was called on the 1st that didn't meet criteria as well, so we should be safe. So that's just goes to show you that if you follow the criteria, this product can be a good asset for you. So again, I hope you like this video, the breakdown of last week's bounce back trades. You know, like, comment, subscribe. Again, if you're looking for somebody to partner with, in the description, and all my info will be in the description again. Until the next video, let's have a great trading week. Aloha, stay blessed.